holds 2 public warnings, and the rest receives a third, they will be disqualified. And they must listen to the referee's instructions for breaking holds. No 5 counts, they must listen to the referee's instructions. So, without further ado, let's bring the first wrestlers to the ring.
Wrestling Ceasefire on the air, and what a way to start things tonight at Graptivism with a traditional round smash.
Please welcome Jordon Breaks!
Dave Bradshaw here alongside Sean Thorne, and Jordon Breaks and his opponent here tonight are one apiece here in Pro Wrestling Ceasefire.
This is one of the matches that I've been looking forward to seeing all night long, all week long. This has been billed as a dream match. I know it's thrown around a lot, but this certainly is a clash between 2 of the finest wrestlers in the continent right now.
It's a dream trilogy here at Ceasefire. That's a bit of a surprise. We didn't know Visage was going to be the second here for Kanji. That might give Kanji a real psychological upper hand going into this rubber match, this decider in the best of 3 against Breaks.
An interesting, unexpected dynamic. I'm sure Jordon Breaks would have done his own work on Kanji, will be ready for this. Wonder how much he was privy to Visage's presence. However, the class of honour between these two, the level of competition between them, I would trust that Visage is only there in a supporting capacity and won't be in any way involved.
A real nod to tradition here this evening at Chandler Hall in the heart of central London as we have this traditional British style rounds match, There's going to be potentially up to 6 rounds of 5 minutes each, and it's not 1 fall, it's 2 falls. If you score a fall that ends the round, whoever gets 2 falls first in the 6 rounds will be the winner.
And if we get to the 6 rounds with no decision, whoever's got the most fall wins. There's no 5 counts on the ropes. Gonna have to listen to the referee's call.
And so here we go, that 5-minute timer starting. These two gonna face off the first time they've faced off in this kind of scenario. The round stipulation, but those 2 previous occasions, Jordon Breaks winning the first one with a sharpshooter, and then Kanji with a Black Widow type move, so they both defeated each other via submission as Breaks early on trying to get the cover.
I would encourage you to go and check those matches out. Kanji and Jordon Breaks kicked off All In weekend in 2024, and I saw pretty much every show that weekend, Dave. I called a lot of them as well. That was almost one of the show stealers of the whole weekend, one of the finest matches by far.
Yeah, that's high praise indeed as Breaks with the hammerlock, trying to, again, just gain that early upper hand. Remember, this match potentially going as long as half an hour if 6 of these rounds go the distance. Kanji is broken by Breaks, who spins around, goes underneath, trying to confuse Kanji. And was able to do so. Look at that look in the face of Jordon Breaks. And these two going to go at it again as we prepare for not just this match, but it's going to be an exciting night of action here in London as we raise money for UNICEF and the Lebanese Red Cross. Over £3,000 raised already on our 2 previous shows as Breaks here, grabbing Kanji. Kanji with a side headlock again, just trying to keep Breaks guessing this time.
Well, went for the side headlock takeover, but the strength of Jordon Breaks put the quite literal brakes on that one.
That's so strong, it's Breaks. As Kanji's found out on 2 previous occasions, and being reminded of it here. Kanji, though, using her strength, went for the kick. Breaks was able to telegraph what was going to happen there. But there is the headlock takedown. Persistence paying off for Kanji. Already approaching the halfway point of this first round. Referee Oscar Harding just checking on Jordon Breaks, and there's plenty of controversy surrounding the referees here at Pro Wrestling Ceasefire. Tom Scarborough, now a former official who walked out after the abuse that the referees have suffered in recent times.
So Oscar Harding laying down the law at the top of the show, saying no funny business. Again, with Visage on the outside, we're hoping that the Oscar Harding law will be kept stern and true.
These two just stretching each other out. Second of those matches they had against each other just before Christmas was the one that Kanji won. I'm sure Breaks has been stewing on that throughout the festive period and into the new year. Headlock takedown from Kanji.
Jordon Breaks, well versed in a British Rounds match, was very successful in a British Rounds tournament just before Christmas, made it to the finals. He's got a lot of experience in these matches. Wonder how that will play in. That gives him an advantage over Kanji here.
He's a real throwback, isn't he, in terms of style, real traditional British catch style wrestler, very comfortable down on the canvas.
I've seen a lot of Kanji all over the country, and she can more than hold her own when it comes to technical ability.
Breaks, though, so smart, knows a million different ways to get out of any hold.
I think I can sense a little bit of a frustration there on Jordon Breaks' face. You know him outside the ring. Very smiley, affable character. As soon as that bell rings,
oh my God,
it's all business.
It's the difference.
Complete transformation.
Yeah, Jekyll and Hyde as he tries to force those shoulders down. He is hyper competitive. You just heard there, 1 minute left in this opening round. First of 6 potential rounds, remember, as Breaks again trying to just force those shoulders down. It's a real battle of wills at the moment.
Nice early fall here would give Breaks a good psychological advantage going into the later rounds.
A roll up here from Kanji.
So just doesn't want to get caught, and Kanji straight back on him.
Yeah, I think both these wrestlers started slightly cautiously at the beginning of this match, because you don't want to lose that opening fall in the first round, but getting a little more bold as we approach the closing moments of this first round. Sunset flip attempt here by Kanji. Kanji able to hook that arm, get him down, but
nice
counter. Both trying again and again for the cover, neither succeeding. Last 10 seconds here of this opening round.
Can there be a high impact move to just squeeze in before the countdown just to get an advantage?
Yeah, Breaks just throwing Kanji.
Oh, and that's the end of the first round. Wow. I think that'll be a psychological edge for Jordon Breaks there. Ending that round, stood tall. Kanji on the canvas. A long way to go yet.
Yeah, you can see the little break between the rounds here. And Jordon Breaks with a little bit of water to take on. That's what Kanji's doing as well. So still a stalemate after the opening round.
Really does change the dynamic of a match when competitors get a chance to rejuvenate, recuperate in these rest periods. Usually in a 30-minute straight contest, might see the pace start to lull. I feel like we might see this one start quite quickly once again.
And to your point, Sean, it's absolutely right. If someone can get the opening fall here, even the second round is pretty early in the match, the other person's got to get 2 falls in a row. And that is quite the uphill battle, given how evenly matched we've seen these two are on those 2 previous occasions. Kanji doing very, very well here to hold her own. Again, we've seen on display already the strength of Breaks. Fireman's carry takedown. Kanji, though, still holding on to that left wrist of Breaks. Now putting a boot in there as well to try and increase the pain. Sweep of the leg from Breaks. And Breaks again twisting the ankle. Turned Kanji onto her front, but she got into the bottom rope and forced the break.
Breaks berating the fans there for insinuating that he might tap to a wrist lock. Maybe that's just showing a little bit of frustration creeping in.
Yeah, I think Breaks takes exception to the idea that Kanji seems to be on his level as good as she is. Breaks prides himself on being the absolute best at this style of wrestling. Snapmare takedown from Breaks. Kanji nipping straight back up. To the ropes now. Goes Breaks. Crisscrossing is Kanji.
Nice.
Breaks goes down.
Oh, but Breaks catches it.
Look at those shoulders forced down by Breaks for 2. Into the sharpshooter.
This is how Jordon Breaks won the first contest. Kanji get into the ropes.
You can see Kanji.
Jordon,
you got to break it, Jordan. Oh, Breaks did break the hold, but he just hung on there.
He did keep that on while Kanji was in the ropes. As we said, that the first 2 matches were fought with a lot of honor. Maybe the pressure to being able to come out on top on this trilogy is going to be coming into play.
Yeah, especially as that clock continues to tick down, as those rounds continue to pass by. Once again, back to their feet, and we go again. Double knuckle locks here as a jockey for position. Breaks that strength into the Japanese stranglehold. All the leverage until Kanji was able to get back to her feet here. Kanji trying to reverse the hold, but Breaks just rolling through with it, staying on top here. Breaks going down.
Wow.
The angle of the back of Kanji.
The torp and the leverage on that stranglehold now multiplying, but Kanji managing to roll through.
And Breaks had to get quickly back to his feet so his shoulders didn't stay down.
Still got that locked in.
Butcher's hook grip on both hands. Makes it very difficult. Kanji to get out. Kanji is trying every way.
Perilous position for Kanji to be in, losing oxygen, using his strength to try and get out of the hold this early in the contest.
Breaks going down again.
Breaks knowing exactly what he's doing, but Kanji, just as I say that, Dave, just manages to reverse the hold and just using her head.
Yeah, Kanji learned from the first time. Breaks, now the one in trouble. Kanji burying that knee between the shoulder blades here.
A little bit of extra spice in those strikes to give you an indication of what being in that stranglehold must have felt like for Kanji. Rolls through, we're back at a stalemate.
Yeah, Kanji was able to turn what would have been a throw there from Breaks into a cartwheel to get herself back to her feet, and you can hear this London crowd largely on the side of Kanji. Last minute of this second round. Breaks. Try and force a submission in that last minute. Dropping his body weight down that left knee, twisting, trying to contort the joint. Breaks just will not relent. It's more and more intense as we approach the end of the round.
The knee dug straight into the quadricep, now into, it's like an Indian deathlock.
Kanji, you could hear her screaming at the prospect of Breaks putting his left foot there where he did. Kanji look out for defiance.
He's going to need more than defiance to get out of this, because you can just see, look at the look in Jordon Breaks' eyes.
It must be down to what, 30 seconds, but that's going to feel like a lifetime here for Kanji if she stays stuck in this hold.
Just absorbing those chops from Kanji as we're counting down. Kanji needs to hold on and manages to survive the round and reverses into an ankle lock, but the hold needs to be broken.
Oh, this is getting a little heated here.
Now this is starting to get a little bit.
Yeah, Kanji wouldn't release the ankle as quickly as Breaks wanted her to, but of course Breaks isn't innocent in this. He didn't release the sharpshooter earlier either.
When there's so much hype around this match, so much hype around the Breaks and Kanji trilogy, you've only got to question just how much that is getting into the competitor's head, how much that impacts them psychologically.
I know we've gone a full 2 rounds here without a fall, but I'll tell you what, the amount of damage that these two have done to each other makes it more and more likely with each passing moment that one of these is going to result at some point in a pinfall or a submission. If you're either of these two, Jordan, as well, you've got to think at some point, if you're stuck in one of those submission holds, it's doing immense damage to you. Maybe you use that 2 falls to your advantage. You tap out quickly, save yourself for another fall. Hasn't come to that for either of these two yet, as it's getting more and more personal. An uppercut, and a roaring elbow back from Kanji.
Real indication of how much this match means to both of these competitors, how much this series means to both of them.
Ill-tempered now is the word you might use to describe this. Hang on a second. Breaks.
Goes to an abdominal stretch, spinning Kanji around, but no way, reversed.
Wow. What a counter from Kanji. Breaks able to do the same though. Time for the hip toss. Kanji just countering everything Breaks is trying to do. Breaks ends up on the apron here. Forearm right to the face of Kanji. Breaks over the top.
Nice stuff from Jordon Breaks.
Into the drop kick. Strike in the corner from Breaks. Get the impression here that Breaks is just growing in confidence in this third round.
I get the impression that Jordon Breaks doesn't care much about this being the spectacle and the hype. The win is the most important thing for him here.
Look at him again, going to the abdominal stretch again, the counter attempt, but this time Breaks saw it coming. Breaks thrown all the way to the outside by Kanji. Kanji goes to the ropes, goes low. Colliding with Breaks. Breaks is down to a knee.
Breaks might not want to stay out there too long. I think he's going to have any recuperation time, so I think Kanji's going to fly again.
Kanji this time.
Oh, but this time catches her, and now the abdominal stretch is locked in on the outside.
Yeah, he can't get the submission on the outside. Referee is telling Breaks he's got to break it. Kanji's got the fingers of Breaks. Kanji going to take matters into her own hands here. Now she's got the abdominal stretch, so a turnabout is fair play.
Using that elbow in between the ribs as well. For that extra, inflicts some extra pain.
Breaks though. Breaks walking with Kanji, having him still locked in the abdominal stretch. Now he's reversed it.
Well, the strategy here could be wear your opponent down and leave them to be unable to answer the count of 10. This could be what both of these competitors are going for, but who's going to be on top when it comes to the abdominal stretch?
We're up to a count of 9, and they are both back in.
It's close. Real close.
Referee confirming they both got in just before 10.
Wasn't worth the risk. Wasn't worth the risk to lose a fall.
Here we go again with the crisscross. Breaks. Gets caught there by Kanji. Big strike right to the back of the neck.
Oh, what a suplex.
Yeah.
We talk about the technical ability of Kanji. The strikes are a huge part of her offensive game as well.
Kanji now. In control, or is she? Hang on. Trying to drag it back into the middle. Breaks just so strong though. Kanji. Looking for the tilt and wow, into an octopus hold. Look at the position of Kanji's other foot. Her entire body is off the ground, her entire body weight.
Shades of chapter 2 of Kanji and Jordon. So Kanji won that one.
Yeah, they've both gone with what they won with before as Kanji gets those shoulders down for another 2 count. We are approaching the halfway point in this match, the end of the third of 6 rounds coming up, and still no falls for either competitor. Still time though in this third round. If one of them can find a way, Kanji maybe will.
This could be it.
Breaks has got the shoulders down, and Breaks wins a fall.
I've got to admire that strategy.
Yeah, Breaks didn't just have that sunset flip. You see the position, he had that right leg of Kanji hooked in.
He knew exactly what he was doing there. Exactly what he was doing.
Just made it almost impossible for Kanji to kick out. And that was the manner by which Breaks took the 1-0 advantage.
Really, really impressive stuff. I can't believe that 3 rounds of 5 minutes have gone. They've absolutely flown by.
Yeah, but now Kanji is going to have to win 2 of the remaining 3 without Breaks winning any. And that, as we said at the start, for either of these wrestlers to be in that position is a hugely tall order. Crowd here in Chandler Hall trying to get on the side. of Kanji, trying to will her to get back into this. As we are close to the end of the rest period, ahead of round 4. Do or die really now for Kanji. Breaks, starting cautiously, maybe a little too cautiously, because Kanji ends up on his back in the sleeper. Kanji listen to the roar of determination, but Breaks getting back to his feet. No, he's not. Kanji stretching those arms backwards, forcing the shoulder blades of Breaks together.
She's using anything.
Yeah, I was going to say, Kanji knows that fortune favours the bold when she's in this position.
Just any part of her body, using the crown of her skull for added extra pain in that shot right there. I think that's rocked Jordon Breaks. And a face buster as well. His head just bounced right off the mat. And Jordon Breaks is looking a little bit spaghetti-legged.
Yeah, Breaks, I'm sure, was on a high just moments ago after securing that first fall. But
I'll tell you categorically, that is over. Jordon Breaks has come crashing down to earth.
Very short honeymoon period for Jordon Breaks.
You feel those.
Fans want to see another one of those from Kanji.
Kanji needs to get a fall. She needs to be focusing on what her strategy is here.
Breaks sent to the corner. Underneath so fast, it Breaks.
Just moves around the ring with such pace.
Strength in those legs of Jordon Breaks, coming to his rescue there. Could he win this 2 falls straight here?
That was a nasty fall for Kanji. I think that would just knock the wind totally out of her.
Referee checking. Kanji is able to continue, but the pendulum in this 4th round swinging back and forth between these two. Uppercut there from Breaks. That might be all she wrote.
Well, this one could be over. Jordon Breaks just 1 fall away from a victory.
Look at him just circling Kanji now, sensing that he may be on the brink of what would be a memorable win in this 3rd of a best-of-3 series between these two. Dropping his big leg there across that left arm of Kanji. He's got the shoulders of Kanji down, has he? Maybe.
Wrenching on that arm. Possible both pin and submission combination, and now just manipulating the finger joints of Kanji. Going for the cover.
Yeah, just floated over there into the lateral press.
This is all Jordon Breaks now in total control.
Real multitasking here with the submission attempts, the pin attempts, sometimes, as you said, simultaneously.
How do you just keep up mentally against a competitor like Jordon Breaks?
He's just all over you at this point in the match when he's got your arms, your legs caught up like that.
You're 1-0 down as well. Kanji's got to dig in from somewhere. She's got to find something. Yeah. She's in danger of slipping away.
And there's a reason I think that Breaks is going with this kind of strategy now. It's almost as if he's psychologically trying to tell Kanji that his victory here is inevitable. Fans don't believe it. Kanji has always had that can-do attitude.
Kanji won't believe it. Kanji will still believe she's got this.
Yeah, we've seen her seemingly down and out many times before in her career, and she fights back like she is here.
The resilience of Kanji, whenever you think that you've got her pinned down, always manages to muster something, always manages to come back. And that's got to be on the mind of Jordon Breaks.
Breaks shoving Kanji to the ropes, the headbutt right to the abdomen. Just knocking the wind out of the sails of Kanji, literally and figuratively.
Oh, and how many more of these uppercuts can Kanji take?
Not very many, I think, is the answer. I'm not sure any human being could take many more of those. Meanwhile, look here, Breaks.
Look at the precision there. This bow and arrow's being applied. Was it a bow and arrow? Is it like an STF? Or Regal Stroke? I don't know what Jordon Breaks is doing here.
Now he's twisting the wrist. Multiple holds going on at the same time, but now he is back in the position for a more traditional bow and arrow. If he can lean back here.
He's transitioning from one hold to the other. Wait, hang on.
Kanji used momentum to get on top and nearly,
so close.
Nearly stole an equalizing fall. Kanji, though, desperately needs to equalize in this 4th round if she can, or else she's going to have to score a fall in the 5th and 6th.
And as we said at the beginning of this match, when you're entering the 25th, 20 minutes of this match, with your heart beating, the oxygen escaping your lungs. It's going to be a big, big ask.
I think every part of their bodies, particularly Kanji's, has been just stretched out here by Breaks.
And she's not, to be in for the chance of winning here, she hasn't got to get one, but 2 falls.
Yeah. Again, it seems borderline impossible, but that's where Kanji thrives.
And these two are still going at it after the bell. Come on.
Referee's got to break it up once more. Tempers fraying at the conclusion of a round. Not for the first time here. Hang on now. Referee doing a good job getting them back to their respective corners.
I mean, both are giving as good as they can get in this current situation.
Breaks though, is not even looking like he needs a rest here. He's just glaring across the ring at Kanji. Kanji, I don't think, he's taken on any water either. Now she maybe is. Well, hold on. Look at this. Breaks is just chomping at the bit here, ready to go for round 5. Well deserved. You can't touch the referee like that. He's shoved Oscar Harding.
Well, this is an indication of the psychological impact at this stage. And that is going to be crucial for survival in these latter stages, because your body is going to be hurting like anything. After the punishment these two have put each other through, this is all going to be in the head now.
You see that right hand to start the round from Kanji?
God, see that one, which might finish it right here.
Yeah, that one undoubtedly rattling the skull of Kanji, who's getting back to her feet here.
Kanji's legs there.
Yeah, they just gave up on her briefly.
Might be the indication of where Kanji's at. Getting to her feet slower and slower.
Every time you take a shot to the head like that, those neural pathways are the ones that keep you on your feet. Getting more and more confused.
I think those neural pathways are non-existent at this stage. Oh mate, here they are. As soon as I say that, they fired up.
Another uppercut though.
Adrenaline's a hell of a drug, and this might be the stage of the game for Kanji now.
God, what an elbow! What an elbow from Kanji! Here she comes, moves right to the face of Breaks. She absolutely must get a fall in this round, or the best she'd be able to do would be to draw this if she can't get it done here. Kanji, look at these strikes right to the
neck and collarbone. Oh!
It's in the ropes. Kanji had to release it. You can't register the fall from the ropes.
Oh my God!
Man, the elbow. That back elbow right into Breaks. Breaks is out cold. Kanji levels the score.
You can see the moment in Jordon Breaks' eyes. Just as Kanji twisted her hips there and locked in that choke, you could see he was in a hell of a lot of trouble.
Yeah, you look at those eyes, I think you saw his soul leave his body. That elbow struck the head of Jordon Breaks. Breaks is now moving again.
Which is good to see, but I don't know if this rest period is going to be long enough for Jordon Breaks.
It was an absolute must-win that round for Kanji, and she's done it. So this is, for many of us who were looking forward to this match so much, the dream scenario, because we are down to a 6th and deciding round, and either of these wrestlers could win it with a single fall.
And I think that impact was what Kanji needed there. She needed something huge. She needed something that could pay the way to victory for the second fall as well.
Well, you know, after Jordon Breaks being on top for large portions of this match, you've got to wonder now whether Kanji's the favourite, given that Breaks is having to shake off the impact.
Elbow was so huge. And I think that the choke in the corner as well. I think there was a lot of oxygen getting to Jordon Breaks' brain. And I think that might have rocked him.
Here we go. Sudden death between these two, I guess, technically speaking here. It's the final round. It's one fall apiece.
And the whole dynamic is completely shifted here, Dave.
Yeah, Breaks, who's just trying to hang on in there. There's a super kick from Kanji. And a choke right to the heart. Kanji has that Irish whip reversed. Yeah, second time he's done that to great effect. Breaks, forces Kanji over onto her back, gets that side press and gets a 2 count.
I think the aim of that headbutt was to just knock some oxygen out of Kanji, because Kanji was starting to get a bit of momentum then, starting to fire up. Jordon needing to slow her down, get it back to his pace.
Exactly right. He needed a big hit to get himself back into this after what happened at the end of round 5. That's what he's got.
He's gone for it again. He's gone for it again.
Tell you what, if you were running the betting markets on this, it would be going all over the shop. It was Kanji, I think, would have been the overwhelming favourite coming into this 6th round. But Breaks has turned things again right back into his favour here.
Knew exactly which move in his arsenal to go to get things back into his favour. There might be some urgency here, because both of these competitors are going to want to win.
The sunset
Got
flip.
the sunset flip.
Kind of like what Breaks did to win it. Breaks could have gone for the cover himself, changing things around. Try for the monkey flip here, maybe. No. Kanji grabbing the leg this time. Breaks, remember, use that earlier. Another strike to the back of the head of Breaks.
You don't know how many more of those Jordon Breaks is going to take.
Is he still Compass Mendes here? I think he is.
Another
maybe
one,
not.
straight to the back of the head. Got to believe that this is Kanji's to lose from this position. With all the credit in the world to Jordon Breaks, this is unsustainable.
Yeah, he stopped the third one. Look at the angle of the wrist there that he had Kanji caught up in. He's got it. Or rather, Kanji's got a kind of a Kimura here. In fact, it's kind of an octopus stretch as well.
Again, very similar to how she won the second match.
Breaks using that leg strength to try and get himself towards the ropes. He's throwing Kanji over him, but another sunset flip here from Kanji. Both of these two have had chances to win this in this 6th round. They're looking for a backslide.
Huge chances.
Breaks the taller of the two. That might give him that leverage advantage. Yes, it does. Kanji able to roll through. Lands on her feet.
Oh, it's nice.
Take the legs. Kanji catches him.
I think Jordon might have been on the cusp of a counter. Lost his footing slightly.
By the smallest of margins.
And this is what it's going to be at this stage. It's going to be fine margins.
Now Kanji trying to stretch out that calf.
Calf crusher. 2 minutes to go in this final round.
Breaks is able to get back onto his back here. There's a tap out.
There's a tap out.
It's over. Kanji has done it. From a fall down and a mountain to climb, Kanji in the 5th and 6th rounds finds a way and defeats Jordon Breaks in the deciding match of their best-of-3 series.
What a contest. What an insane show of resilience from Kanji to be able to pull it back from a position where we thought the match might have just escaped Kanji. To pull it back was, oh, hang on a second. Well, we want to...
Yeah, well, this, as we saw, got heated several times. Now Breaks is offering a handshake. I hope that's sincere. Yes, it is.
We knew how much this trilogy meant to both of these competitors, and we know when competition is that fierce, especially when you're at an elite level, that is what it's all about. That's how much it has to mean to you. And you can tell that it meant so much to Kanji and Jordon.
We talked about those two sides of the personality of Jordon Breaks. He was absolutely vicious, ruthless throughout the match, but that turn in him, that becoming the sportsman again, becoming the human being that we all know and love outside of the ring as soon as the match is over, that is the Jordon Breaks we know and love.